Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna share with you how much it cost to get the hatch to this point. We're gonna be itemizing literally every single part from, I don't know, from the fuel pump to every sensor I bought, like literally every single thing. We're gonna itemize it. We're gonna go over how much each thing cost, the brand. We're just gonna have a complete breakdown. So this is my 1990 Honda Civic hatch DX. Now, the look of it is still pretty much stock except the ride height because we got coilovers on it, but we'll go over that. We'll go ahead and start out here with the outside. So I bought this thing as a shell. It still had the interior bits in it, but it was a shell, no motor, no trans. And I got the shell for $800, which I think is actually a phenomenal deal because the body of it is in such good condition, and the interior, which we'll also get into, is, I mean, whoever owned this car before just did a great job of honestly keeping it stock and not doing really much anything to it. And the crazy thing is everything works, like all the lights, just everything, man. It's a beautiful car. But now we can start getting into the details. Here's a quick look at the interior. We're gonna go ahead and start off in here. The dash is looking clean. This is pretty much the condition that I got it in. Like, the door cards are super nice. The headliner's nice. Getting onto the list of what we actually had to buy from in here. So the seats, I got them for $60, 30 bucks a piece from the junkyard. I did repaint them because they had a bunch of sun staining on them, but they look really good. The only thing that sucks about this one is the little tears in the seat, but I got something coming up. I asked you guys for help and you guys actually gave me some good recommendations on how to fix them, so that'll be in a later video. But I also had to get the center console. So this and this piece here I got lucky on because I got that together for $18 from the junkyard. And then I also got the manual pedals, same thing, from the junkyard for $20. The next thing that I got was the Resto Tuner stickers. So that would be these, the Hazard, and all the ones I put on the door as well. They all ended up looking really clean, so that actually like made the interior look even better. It really rounded it off because everything else looked clean, but those look kind of faded. But now, I mean, look how clean they look now. Yes, sir. So those stickers from Resto Tuner cost $35. So shout out to Resto Tuner for that product. And last but not least, to round out the interior, we got the Sony stereo. I got that just to have some tunes, you know what I'm saying? We got that for $85. Not bad. It does have USB and Bluetooth. So rounding out the interior, we got a total of $253 spent. All right, and as far as the body of the car, there are a couple things. There's three things that I had to get. So one of them was the windshield because the one I had on there was completely busted down here. So we got a brand new fresh one in there for $200, but we had to get that. Honestly, I thought it was gonna shatter in my face when we were on the way to the alignment shop because it sounded like it was just cracking. It was scary, man. I also got all three wipers, two front ones, and then the one back here in the rear for the hatch. That was a total of $15. And then the next piece that I bought actually from the junkyard as well is the bumper filler. This piece here, because the one I had was all bent in right here. You could see they did something, had some type of accident, and then right here something hit here and then continued all the way up here and had that all bent. But luckily I got that from the junkyard for $10. So technically, quote unquote, for the body of the car, we spent a total of $225. All right, for this next section, I got it titled as suspension, brakes, tires, and the alignment because it all kind of goes together. So we'll go ahead and start back here at the rear and walk you through this. So here for the rear, we bought the rear camber kits. That was $107, and those are hard race. Next, we got the trailing arm bushings, these right here. Those bad boys were $115, and they're also hard race. Next thing, we got the rear tow arms. Those are up in here. Where they're at, right there. My bad. Yeah, those blue ones right there, that's the rear tow arms. We got those bad boys for $107, also hard race. Next thing we bought is the hard race rear load control arms. Beautiful piece. I love these things. Those were $183, and they're also from the Hard Race brand. The next thing is the rear hub and the bearing. That comes together as a set. Those were $80 for the pair. And then back here for the brake system, we also got the rear wheel cylinders. Those were $21 for the pair. One for this side, one for the passenger side. And then I also got the rear brake shoes. Those were $15. The brand is Bosch on those. We also got a pair of drums. Those were $32, $16 a piece. Those are AC Delco. And then we also had to get some new rear brake hardware for the drum shoe system. That was only $6, and that's also from the brand Beck and Arley. And then I guess we're already here. I might as well show you the crown jewel, man. The BC Racing coilovers. They are the BR series, and those came in at $1,251 for the set. All right, starting off in the front, we got the tie rods. I got one for each side, the outers for $35, and the brand is Moog. Next, this is overall for the whole car, is the alignment. That cost me $200. So we got the toe adjustment as well as the camber. We got -2 degrees of camber in the front and the rear. Next is the tires. These are from the brand Accelera. I got these for $154 shipped to my house. Brand new. So I mean, that was a solid deal for the Steelies. You can't beat that, man. And then I also ended up buying the lug nuts. I got a total of 16, 4 for each wheel, brand new ones, Dorman brand. These ran me $30 for all 16 of them. And I know some of you are like, oh, you got lug nuts, but man, I'm telling you, once you stand back and you look at them, it makes a huge difference. See what I'm saying? Like, don't worry, we're gonna fix up the Steelies, but like, that'll come into play huge once the Steelies are looking clean. So next we got the front hubs. I got a pair of those, one for each side. Those are $32. The brand is SKP. For the front wheel bearings though, I got SKF, a really good brand that's Japanese. The pair of those cost me $98. Then after that, we got the sway bar links. I got the pair of those for $8. The brand is Moog. And then these are actually really beautiful too. The front camber kit, that was $256, and those are the Skunk 2 upper control arms. Next, we got the front lower ball joints. Those are Moog, and I got both of them for $48, one for each side on the front. And then for the brakes, I got the rotors. These are brand new, kind of rusty, because honestly, I drive this like once, maybe twice a week, and mainly on the weekends right now. So the rotors, I got them as a pair for $36. The brand is Ray Bestos on those. And then we got the front pads. They're the Bosch brand for $15 for the pair of those for the set. So overall, for the suspension, brakes, tires, and the alignment, we're in it for $2,799, which isn't bad because it's a lot of parts, and the big cost mainly came from the coilovers, which were $1,251. Because other than that, everything is, I mean, pretty reasonable stuff, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go with those, but you know, it's also a track car, you know what I'm saying? All right, next we got the fuel system. This is only a total of 4 parts, but still adds up. So first we got the fuel filter. That was $11, the Wix brand. And then we got the fuel pump. I bought a Walbro 255. We got that for $160. And then we had to get a fuel sender because the other one was bad. And we actually got an OEM one of those. That was $70. And then last but not least, we got the fuel cap. That was $7. That's a Gates brand. All right, and the last category, and the one actually that the most work went into, and that is the engine bay. And this one I'm particularly proud about because this is actually the first engine I've fully torn down and built back up. So, and yeah, there's just so much work in here and so many parts. I mean, I got 2 full pages of parts, so I'm just gonna start naming things. and their prices. All right, first we got the main and the rod bearings. Those were $108, and I used the ACL bearings. All right, next we got the head gasket. That was $102, and I got the Cometic head gasket, the MLS. Next, the head studs. Those were just regular, like factory style studs. I got those for $50, and they're the Molly brand studs. Next, the piston rings, $47. They were NPR off of eBay. Then we got the valve seals. Those were $13. Super Tech brand on those. Next, this is like one of the most expensive things I bought too. The next one, the engine harness, which I mean makes it look so clean. I love how it's tucked right here with the injectors and everything, and I mean it does clean it up quite a bit, man. This one is the rye wire harness. It's the budget tucked one, so this one was $669. Next, we got the rear main seal, $12, National brand. Same thing with the front crank seal, National, $5. We got the air intake temp sensor. That one's a Standard Motor products for $16. And then we got the valve cover gasket. That's a Felpro for $22. We got the coolant temp sensor, $11 for that. That's a Standard Motor products. Next, we got the camshaft seal, $3 for that, National brand. Then we got this one. I love this kit right here, the timing belt kit. That's a Gates brand for $73 with the water pump and everything included. Next, we got the alternator belt. That was $18, Continental brand on that. Next, we got the temp sender, $8. That's a Beck and Arnley brand. Then we got the VTEC solenoid gasket, $15. That was actually OEM. Then we got the distributor O-ring, $2, Molly brand. The intake gasket, $6, Felpro. Oil pan gasket, that one's also Felpro for $13. Next, we got the thermostat, $9, Beck and Arnley brand, factory. Then we got the oil pickup, the oil pump gasket kit. That was $5. It's a Beck and Arnley brand on that. All right, now we got to flip to, I'm telling you, look, and we still got a whole other page to go, bro. All right, before I read off the second page, like this thing, man, it just looks so clean. I remember before this even happened, like thinking, damn, it'd be nice to have something, because this is like, even though I have it sitting here in front of me, it don't even seem real, you know what I'm saying? This is like the type of shit you see on YouTube and all that. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it paid off, man. She's driving beautifully, and it looks just as good. That's so sick. And then it's tight because you can see, like, if you pay attention, you can see like the BC right there and all the little touches, man. Brand new PCV valve. Speaking of the PCV, that was $9. That was a Beck and Arnley brand. Next, we got this next one. I guess could be considered like part of the interior because it's in there as well, but it's like the whole thing for the oil pressure gauge. So I got the sensor threaded into the block, and then just all the wiring ran to it. The oil pressure gauge was $101, and that's a glow shift gauge. Next, we got the clutch kit. That was $96, which was Exedi. That's factory brand. Flywheel was $83, also Exedi. And then we got the D series conversion brackets for the transmission. So, well, it's actually a kit because it also comes with the hydro to cable conversion for the trans up here to be able to shift. So we still have the cable coming through to this kit here, and we're using the cable setup that comes originally with the EF, but we are able to use the hydraulic transmission that comes with the D16Z6. So yeah, the kit for that was $317. I mean, that was a pretty big hit right there too. Next, we got the engine dipstick. That's a beautiful piece, man. I love that thing. I got that from Japan for $30 OEM. Next, we got the engine mounts, which is this front left here and the front right over here. It's the same like rubber style. So the front left was $16, the front right was $23, and both of those are the Anchor brand. Next, we got the input shaft seal on the transmission. Made a whole video about that. That's $9, National brand on that. Then we got the input shaft bearing. I got that from the dealership, $60. And then the axle shaft seals, the ones that go on the transmission, $15 for the pair. national brand on that. And then this one, I mean, look at this one. Actually, it changed color because when I got it, it was like the nice polished looking finish, you know what I'm saying? But they actually turned brown with like purple. They actually look really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it actually hit. So that's actually the a Temu exhaust though for $71. We got the shift linkage bushings, energy suspension, $13 on that. We got the engine braking oil. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on with that car. Where was I? Engine braking oil for $40. Got that from O'Reilly's. $13 for the valve cover paint to be able to make this thing look beautiful. And then the upper radiator hose, $9, Gates brand on that. Lower radiator hose, $12, same thing, Gates. Heater core hoses, $20, Gates brand on those. 4 spark plugs, NGK brand, 15 bucks on that. And then we got the transmission fluid. I got that from Honda. I got three quarts just because I did open it up. I've used 2 so far. I need to put a little bit more, but 3 bottles of that, 30 bucks with tax. And then we got the Reman battery from a local shop here, 40 bucks on that. So, I mean, that's a lot of stuff. And I didn't count the coolant in here. That was about, because we had to fill the block too, that was about 1.5 gallons around there. I didn't include that because I already had it here for some reason. I don't know, it was dusty though. The bottles were dusty. We must have had it here for a long time. That's probably 15 bucks a piece maybe, so 30 bucks. And then I will count the brake fluid because that was a bottle that was like 10 bucks, I think, something like that here at Advance. But yeah, man, a lot of parts, a lot of ordering, a lot of staying organized has gone into this thing. So the engine bay total was $2,220, but we managed to save some money because that rye wire harness, the engine harness, and the clutch kit along with the flywheel was all sponsored by Meadow Creek. So that was a huge help. So my cost with the engine bay was $1,372. So that's almost $1,000, man. So that actually helped a lot. So that brings us to the grand total, man. Drum roll, please. All right, so in total, we spent $6,545 to get to this point. But out of pocket, my cost because of those sponsored parts was $5,697. So let me know in the comments, was it good or a bad deal? But keep in mind, now we pretty much have a 2025 1990 Honda Civic hatch. Like, yeah, the body might not be 2025, but other than that, everything is brand new, from suspension to brakes. We got a pretty much, I mean, not brand new, but it's rebuilt zero. I think we got like 220 miles on the clock now. So brand new engine, man. So let me know, do you think it was worth it to do all that work? And keep in mind, this price here, $5,697, that's just for parts. That's not including my labor. So I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even keep track of the hours. It's just a labor of love, you know what I'm saying? But I estimate that I have probably about the same amount in it, probably about 5-6 grand worth of hours into this, because you got to think we did everything. We rebuilt the engine. We literally did everything. So yeah, my opinion, I think it was a good ass deal. We came out pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did I overpay or did I actually get a really good deal? Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the breakdown. Este era para la gente chismosa que quiere saber. I like cost breakdowns too, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.